clean up in aisle 5. You're gonna need tear gas, pepper spray, and assault gear just to listen to this show.
Sasquatch, the moon landing, UFOs, 9/11, flat earth, JFK. All of these things have one thing in common: unanswered questions. So let's get to the bottom of that.
Now here's something completely random.
Animals in action, animals in action.
Random.
We using that in the intro?
Thank you and good night.
Dice Man Enterprises exclusively presents a talk show that will get to the bottom of things once and for all. And now here's your host for Let's Get to the Bottom of That, a bunch of weirdos on a mic. Yeah!
Once again, time to get to the bottom of that.
Hey! Today, talking about it. DaVinci Code, get us out of it.
Huh? Get it!
Get a grip, get a grip, get a grip now.
Don't give it to you. Don't give it to you. Don't give it to you. Don't give it to you.
DaVinci Code gonna give it to you. What?
Don't give it to you. Okay.
Hey, everybody, welcome into another episode. If you're here, we're crazy.
Who is?
Everyone.
Amen to that.
Welcome into another episode of Let's Get to the Bottom of That.
I'll drink to that.
Today, yeah, let's do that.
Let's do it. Cheers.
Well,
Well, you got to get the noises in there. Hold on.
hold on a sec. That matters, dude.
That's so bad.
Makes my skin crawl.
That matters a lot.
I don't like that.
Sorry for anybody who doesn't like slurping.
Woo! Today's episode, as you probably guessed when you click the play button, or because I've put a promo out and you've been at the edge of your seat
And we hacked your
wanting
phone.
to know what the DaVinci Code is all about. Well, today we're talking about the DaVinci Code. Who is,
Yeah.
all I know is that dude, his name's DaVinci.
You talking about the
Leonardo da Vinci.
dude? Well, there was a dude that cast demons into pigs.
That guy is the dad.
The dude.
The dude.
Yeah. The dude that walked the earth for 33 years.
Are you talking about? Are you talking about Jeff Bridges?
I'm talking about the dude.
The dude abides.
The dude abides, man.
Dude
The
abides.
dude that they're like, you come to poison us before your time.
Yeah, I like the way
that dude.
Sam
that
Elliott.
dude.
I take comfort in that.
The dude.
dude
And I'm
abides.
talking about a man.
I take comfort. I take comfort in that. I take comfort in that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sam Elliott.
I know you want to look. I got to go ahead and get this out of the way. The question of the week.
Dude, come on, bro. Don't do it.
Look, I did it at the end, and it just sucked.
No, it didn't.
It did because nobody.
Yeah.
It's 'cause it's
he wants
throwing
me
you
to wait
off.
till the end.
No.
I think we should get right into the topic.
Well, his name's Leonardo da Vinci,
Yeah.
and he painted a lot of stuff. The Sistine Chapel.
Go ahead and do your question of the
Okay,
week.
let's go. Ahead.
Just go ahead and get it done.
Let's go ahead and just finish this intro out. Wow. So, well, let's go to. Oh, here it is. That was the wrong intro right there. The name of the Church of Scientology's plan to have the reporter Paulette Cooper committed to a psychiatric hospital. What was the name of that plan? It was Operation Lookup, Operation Cleanout, the Cooper Initiative, or Operation Freakout.
Operation Colon Cleanse.
Oh, tell me what you want.
Colon cleanse?
Yeah, wasn't
That's
that
a
one
good,
of them?
that should have been one. I haven't had a good colon cleanse in since 1963.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's your question of the week. If you're on the Spotify mobile app, scroll right below this episode, just like Joey will do, and answer this question because you want to, not because you need to.
Heck yeah.
Oh, right there. We're
Make sure
already
you get
banned.
that.
We're banned.
Yep, shadow band.
Oh, I forgot. I gotta get my noises going here. Joey, Curtis, what's up, boys? Back in the house for
What up,
another
dog?
episode. Appreciate y'all joining me in studio, as we always do, once a month on a Saturday. as the rest of the world keeps turning, we're going to keep on here.
We're going to keep turning and
Yeah, we're
burning.
going to keep turning here, even though we had a Jump the Shark
Yep.
series. We're going to keep going anyway.
Hey, I'll
DaVinci
I'll
Code
drink
will,
to that.
The DaVinci Code will
Cheers.
redeem us. There. Oh no! What the heck?
I spilt it.
Here we go. Don't spill it. Jilled
Cheers.
it. We got okay.
Yeah.
That's a double right there.
I'm going to do that a few times throughout the show.
You guys might have noticed that I haven't
Just
been
raise the
mentioning-
glass. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys might have noticed I haven't been mentioning the hats lately. I feel like
Oh, okay. Go ahead and talk about that.
we didn't
real
even
quick.
have a anniversary party or nothing, but I have been on the show for approximately a year. I think it was last September, which you guys invited me on graciously, and I'm proud to.
I didn't even
grown.
know that. We just passed our 3rd year
Yeah.
of the podcast.
Okay,
And you're in a year. Wow.
how many years? So I am thankful for all the hats. Why are you playing the vaudeville music? I'm thankful for all the hats that were sent to me. Are you trying to pull me off stage with the shepherd's crook? Anyway, thank you
just
for all
like
the
that
hats that
'cause
were
you
sent
always
to me.
call it out every time.
Howlin' Harry, Aaron,
Howlin' Harry.
and from 94 Till, who sent me hats.
Appreciate
There
y'all.
was a couple people who tried to send hats, but I didn't have my stuff together, and they got sent back because my
Oh,
PO
no.
box
Are you
wasn't
serious?
correct. Yeah, so I apologize for that. And if you're still here with us, thanks for listening. Thanks for participating. We do have some merch that's getting put up soon. I know I've been talking about.
And we are making an album.
Yeah, we're gonna make an album. The best hits of our karaoke.
Yeah, or just the worst hits.
Yeah,
I
by-
think they're
yeah,
all
by-
best
yeah.
hits. They're all just hits.
Yeah, by
They're
the
all
way,
just
so we
bangers.
used to do it during the show. People got upset. Like Miss Terry, she's like, can't stand it. She had to fast forward. So now we're putting it behind a paywall. So subscribe, $5 a month, and you can enjoy all the karaoke you want. So
Or you can just buy the CD at the end.
right.
It's
Play it in front of your friends.
$34.99 or like 5 easy payments of $20.
Yeah, and there is a tip, minimum
You
50%.
can tip. Well, I thought you hated tipping.
Well, unless it's coming to me. If I'm getting a tip, I love it.
Just there we go. Joey gets the vaudeville.
Hey, I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that. Yeah. Cheers.
Shalom Shabbat.
Oh, wait. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom Shabbat.
Allah, Allah Akbar.
Whoa.
Yeah. Asmila Malaika.
Assalamu alaikum.
Well, that just means God is great. Allah Akbar.
Assalamu alaikum. I don't like the lake. Oh, by the way, we just got a comment that came through for the Monster series, The
You guys
Mummies.
suck, right?
No, it's Bo Barger.
Hey.
Is the name.
Is
Hey,
he
what's
related
up,
to
Bo?
Bo Burnham?
Probably. He said, fine. I don't know if she or he, so I don't want to mess that up. Finally caught up after binging for 2 months.
Okay.
From y'all's start till now.
Oh boy.
You guys make me laugh.
Okay.
Y'all's insight and spiritual episodes make my day.
Oh.
How about that?
It's a breath of fresh air to hear dudes who I can relate to.
Sweet.
How about
One note, I can say y'all are better than blurry creatures.
Oh.
that? Hang on one second. I'm going to say this.
What?
I'll drink to that.
I'll drink
Oh,
to that.
yep, let's go.
Cheers.
Drink.
Shalom Shabbat.
Shabbat.
Hamas.
Assalamu alaikum.
Oh,
Oh,
almost did a spit take on that
I
one.
know. What was that person's name?
This is Bo Barger.
Bo Barger.
Shout out, Bo.
Thank you for the best comment we've ever got.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm going to love this one. Oh, and he said, one note, you are better than blurry creatures. Keep it up. And Jason, don't leave. LOL.
Oh, a little late.
He's gone, dude. Sorry. It's big shoes to fill.
Big shoes to fill.
We are actively taking applicants for someone to
there
sit
it
in the
is right
corner with
there.
sunglasses on.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's where he used to sit. Of course, we put the angle down. Now I got Joey's head in the way. So,
Yeah.
there we go. Hey.
Hey, I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that. Well, we were trying to get Otto in the frame when he sits right there. That's our mascot.
I'm going to
Otto.
go ahead and love this. I'm going to probably reply to it later, but I'll do that later.
Yeah. And,
Let's get into some DaVinci Code. I will say this from the onset.
We need to send Bo a hat
Yeah,
We need
should
to
do
send him
that.
our album.
That was a good one. Yeah.
and our album.
The free album.
We just put it on his iPhone.
Dude, caught up binging
like
after
you
2
two.
minutes. That's just
That's awesome.
that gives me the warm fuzzies.
Warm
Does
fuzzies.
it?
After binging for 2 months, he caught up from start till now.
We got to figure out
He just went through
where
our
he's
catalog.
from. We'll fly him out, give him some
Yeah,
merch.
let us know, Bar.
Fly
Bo.
him out. We'll put him on the
on the
on the
blog.
Christmas card that we send
Oh,
out
yeah.
every year.
absolutely, yeah.
Just his comment front and center.
I will say this from the onset for the DaVinci Code. I have read this book by Mr. Dan Brown.
You are a Dan Brown fan.
I am not.
Okay.
But I did read the book because I thought it was real.
Oh, really?
I didn't know it was fiction.
Oh, the book is, but it's based on everything.
Because
real.
it teaches you how to go through the Bible and do all these little codes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is this the same book
Yeah.
that we're talking about?
Yeah.
Because I know the book you're talking about it was a story about Jesus he didn't go to the cross and all that stuff. But the one I read taught you how to go through the Bible and like every third letter, write this down, and then you could decipher these messages through the Bible that was hidden text. And I was like deep in it.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, look at this mess. So it's a message behind the message.
Yeah.
I don't. Is that the same?
That's why the road is narrow, man.
I have never read the book.
Few will find it.
So if that's what the book is.
Yeah, it showed you how there was like you could go through the Bible and it's hidden codes within the Bible, and sure enough, I would do it. I'd write them out. It was like a decipher code.
And what did the codes tell you?
It was just these random phrases, not random, but it made sense.
Mm-hmm.
There were like real sentences. I forgot what they said, but sure we can pull it.
Was
up.
there anything in there about the bloodline and anything like that? The
No,
Holy Grail?
it was just a deeper meaning behind whatever scripture he was reading. Crazy, right?
I wonder if that was a different Da Vinci Code.
I wonder.
Does Dan Brown have two Da Vincis out there?
I don't know.
Well, who was Da Vinci? Does anyone know?
Well, he was a painter.
Mm-hmm.
Leonardo da Vinci, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, I hope we don't jump the shark on this one. Anyway, so here's the deal. This episode we opened the door to the Louvre.
Yeah.
You ever heard of the Louvre?
The Louvre?
I thought it was, when I first saw that word, I thought it was a bathroom.
Yeah.
Hey, I need to go to the Louvre.
Well, I mean, it's basically
what I'm
a big
saying?
building of art. You might as well
Right.
just go in there and take a dump.
I got to drop a Louvre.
So in the Louvre, there's hidden messages, sacred symbols, and a secret that could rewrite the history of Christianity itself. So it was Dan Brown's Da Vinci Code. It was not just it wasn't just a thriller, but it ignited a global debate between faith and forbidden knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
He's forbidden.
So the thing was Leonardo hiding clues in his paintings? That's the whole thing. Did the church bury the truth about Mary Magdalene? And most of all, why do we keep searching for truth that's hidden in plain sight?
Did Nicolas Cage really steal the Declaration?
He
of
really
Independence?
did. And then he
Oh, sorry, wrong.
he
movie.
made love to Tom Hanks, and they became the Da Vinci Code.
Okay.
What was up? Hang on, let's pause. What was up with Tom Hanks' haircut during the movie?
Help us, Lord. I don't know.
Dude,
Can they? I don't know.
give it up.
Was that was that from the source code?
Yeah, I think it was
Source
I think it was-
material?
I think it was source material. It's like
I mean, that haircut.
it was rough, bro.
That was worse than Forrest Gump's.
It's like, give it up, dude. My God.
Okay, so there is a cipher wheel. Like, of course, the Last Supper.
Yeah.
There's a huge conspiracy about the Last Supper, and Mary was in the painting.
Mm-hmm.
But where's that painting today? Can we find it?
The Last Supper.
Well, I mean, it was the one with Mary in it.
Well, so the idea of the Last Supper was that the one of the people in the pull up the Last Supper real quick. Just put it up there.
Okay, you mean the
Yeah.
actual painting?
Yeah, the actual painting. The guy to his right, which I can't remember what disciple it was supposed to be.
John.
Yeah. In the book, it claims that the guy actually looks extremely feminine.
Oh, wait, there's Mary.
Yeah.
Right there. So it is true.
Yeah, right on his right hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So it is true.
yeah.
Mary was there.
Well, if you think that's Mary, but
Well, who else could it be?
his disciple, John.
That's not John. That's a female.
That's
I don't
clearly
know.
a
Are you
female.
kidding me?
I don't
Look, and
know.
dude's whispering something to her like, hey, give me that piece of bread over there.
So
Can you pass the gravy?
Could you go through each one of these characters and like tell me what they're saying?
well, which one's Judas Iscariot?
He's like, hey, where's that? Look at this guy. He's flipping Jesus off. Like, I'll tell you one thing. Jesus is just like, come on, dude. We're trying to eat supper here.
Well, I mean, she does
flipping me
have a
off.
striking resemblance to the Mona Lisa. But the Mona Lisa is another one where they don't know if it's a guy or girl either.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
That is definitely a girl. But I heard there's stuff in that. He painted that too, right? The Mona?
Yeah.
I heard there's Decipher stuff in there too.
I'll drink to that.
Okay.
I'll drink to that.
Don't
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Oh, they're playing tonight at 7, by the way.
Are they?
Tennessee.
To anyone who cares?
Yeah, everyone.
To everyone involved, Roll Tide.
Roll Tide,
tonight?
and we hate Tennessee.
Well, I do agree that it does look very feminine.
I mean, that's definitely not
And
John.
you're talking about the person on his right side.
Yeah, we're talking about the girl in the picture. There's only one girl. What are you
I've
talking?
never seen that. That's crazy. Okay, can we roll on?
Anyway, look up the Last Supper,
He said, "I've never." Wait, look up the Last Supper, the real one.
the real one.
Okay.
Restored. See, that one says restored though.
Yeah, they restored it because Mary was there, and they didn't include her because she's a woman.
There's a freaking mountain.
You know what
in
I'm
the
saying?
background, dude.
Oh, look at that.
There's a mountain.
Go back to the notes.
What mountain is that?
Let's bring her back.
Wait.
We're jumping the
Wait,
shark.
so what? Wait,
We are jumping
so
the
wait,
shark.
Wait. What was your point on that? Looking at the Last Supper.
The point was that there's a woman in the photo, Mary.
Oh,
Magdalene.
it had always been there, but I
Yeah.
thought you said it wasn't real.
I didn't think so. It's a guy.
What? What are you saying right now?
Dude, back
You
off.
always thought that was a guy?
That is a guy.
That's not the original, surely. We're being punked right now.
It's the 12 disciples, dude.
Dude.
All right.
Come on, Curtis. Was that the real painting? Okay,
I don't know,
obviously
man.
I haven't looked at this painting
I'm not an art
close
history
up.
major.
All right.
Obviously.
We need to get to the bottom. That's going to be another
No.
episode.
So, all right. So,
Wait.
what's the DaVinci Code? A lot of people don't know that it's true. Like a lot of the stuff in there is really true.
You talking about his book
Yeah.
from Dan Brown?
The book, the movie,
Well, sure.
it's all true, man.
Well, I mean,
Not all of it. Some
well,
of it.
what's true?
That Jesus was just a man.
No,
And
No,
that he
not that
died-
part.
And that he died.
not that.
And that his bloodline is.
Well, no, he married Mary Magdalene.
They married. They had sex.
Yeah, they had kids.
No,
They
not
had
that
a
part.
daughter.
Not that part.
That's
so
the
what-
idea that the holy bloodline, the Sangreal theory, but that I think is not true.
Well, they are saying that the Holy Grail is Mary Magdalene,
Yeah.
Well, the
not
bloodline.
the cup, but her. That's the Holy Grail.
The Holy Grail was
The way you said that.
the bloodline. Jesus.
Well, sure. Well, yeah, that's her.
and
But
they can trace her.
Well, wasn't she a whore?
Mary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But all right. So I don't believe that part, but
Well, which part do you believe, man?
the Priory of Sion
believes the
as
cover.
the guardians of the secret.
I almost thought you were
A
saying
central
the
claim
galaxy.
is that the secret society called the Priory of Sion, founded in 1099 during the Crusades, are linked to the Knights Templar as protected the holy bloodline for centuries. Alleged Grand Masters include Leonardo da Vinci, Isaac Newton, Victor Hugo, and Claude Debussy. Conspiracy adherents argue that the Priory embedded clues in art, literature, and architecture to preserve the truth, with documents like the dossier secrets providing proof. These files are supposedly traced the bloodline back to King Dagobert II, a Merovingian ruler whose assassination was faked to continue the lineage in secret.
What was his name?
King Dagobert.
No, the Merovingian.
The Merovingian.
He was in the
ruler.
Matrix.
Yeah, he was. His assassination was faked to continue the lineage in secret, while debunked a hoax orchestrated by Pierre Plantard in the mid-20th century. Some theorists insist the forgery was itself a cover-up to discredit real evidence, comparing it to how intelligence agencies plant disinformation. But
Really?
they're claiming that they're protecting the holy bloodline, the Sangreal theory. But I think there's other things that they're protecting. So, and then there's the Vatican Catholic Church cover-up conspiracy.
Oh, Lord.
Theories here allege that the Roman Catholic Church, particularly during the Council of Nicaea in 325 AD, under Emperor Constantine, orchestrated a massive suppression of alternative Christian texts to consolidate power and promote a patriarchal divine Jesus over a human one. So,
Yeah.
So, what do you believe?
that's a good question.
That he's gay.
I mean,
Dan Brown was gay. All right.
I believe that.
I believe
Done deal.
I believe there's hidden codes. But
Well, you
I,
done-
I mean, I did decipher some stuff, which I don't know
what
how
do you,
that
what
happened.
do you got? What do you got?
I mean, I got these notes here, but Joey's notes are way more compelling.
Yeah, my notes hit, bro. Let's
go.
read them.
Let's go.
Okay, so let's
'Cause
back
we're
up.
talking about freaking Nicaea and Gnostics.
Let's go back to the tippy top.
Okay, where's that
Okay.
Tip-top.
High level. I'll drink to that.
at? Where are we?
Drink,
Wait a minute.
Drink
Where's
going to high level.
high level?
We're high right now.
Okay.
Dan Brown.
Is that tea good?
Shout out,
Will it last a month in there?
shout out Black Adam.
What? Okay, so I shouldn't stock the fridge with that.
No, it's fine. I'll take it with me.
Okay.
So let's bring it back.
What's
to the
high
top.
level?
The high level is DaVinci Code was a book, is also Dan Brown's 2003 blockbuster. It sold over 80 million copies, and it stirs the pot big time with its take on Christianity. Curtis believes it, hook, line, and sinker. It's like basically Brown took a blender to history, theology, and conspiracy theories. And what I did is I went through and I kind of tied it to one biblical narrative where he got these ideas from. I have not read the book. Apparently you have.
Maybe it was something else.
You might need to look at.
I need to look that up.
But here's what the book says about the Bible and Jesus. So first and foremost, the Jesus, according to the book, was just a guy. So the book's like Jesus is a total mortal. He was just a wise teacher and a prophet until some bishops at the Council of Nicaea in 325. We talk about that all the time.
Yeah, we love that.
They sat down and they voted him as divine. So it claims that early Christians saw him as a regular guy with big ideas, not God.
Was this true or was this in the book?
It was in the book.
Okay, Nicaea.
Yeah.
So he's making up the story about how they sat down and said, is he divine or not? Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And it says he was married to Mary Magdalene, like you said, with a kid named Sarah.
Oh, they had a girl.
And this is because Jewish customs frowned on single guys at the time. And he was the first feminist, supposedly wanting Mary to run the church after his
Okay,
his resurrection didn't happen. It says it was a made-up story, and Jesus just died of old age.
Okay, got it. That's a little different from Islam, but yeah, sure.
It's a little different. Mary Magdalene's VIP status. Mary was just not a follower. She was Jesus' wife. The Holy Grail herself was herself. Her womb was carrying the sacred bloodline. The book says the church trashed her reputation, calling her a prostitute to bury her true role as Jesus' partner and the chosen leader. It claims even disciples were jealous because Jesus was super close to her, kissing her all over the place. Plus, in Da Vinci's The Last Supper, the figure next to Jesus, not John, but Mary. Which you guys agree with that. You think that's Mary in the photo?
It's a female.
It's definitely female.
It's not John.
So it's not John.
And John's not hanging on Jesus. She's like just chilling over somewhere else.
You think she's just like...
I gotta be honest. I can't back. I can.
What?
I can't back the theory.
What?
Your
You
gas,
can't back.
your
can't.
gas is dwindled.
I know. I can't back this theory, man.
He's out of fuel.
I can't. Look, this is sacrilege.
It really is.
When
It
I
is.
hear it, it makes my blood boil.
It really does. It really does. We were going to try to gaslight
Dan Brown,
you guys.
is he still alive?
Yeah.
I don't know. We were going to try to
guy is-
gaslight you guys, but this book's messed up.
This is so. Yeah.
This book's messed up.
It's bad.
But that's
Hey,
what he's
have y'all
claiming.
seen The Last Temptation of Christ with Willem Dafoe?
No.
Kind of the same thing. He decided he didn't want to do the cross thing, and he split off and got married. Had
Really?
kid- yeah.
So that
It's
was
called The Last
another
Temptation.
rendition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's always trying to mess up the divinity of Jesus.
Yeah. I can't back that. Christ is king. Sorry, guys,
Amen.
for trying to gaslight you guys.
We tried to do it again. Couldn't do it.
Maybe we'll do it with something else.
But you'll
Yeah, Da
never see
Vinci's
it
Last
coming.
Supper figure next to Jesus, not John, but Mary. It does look very feminine, though. I will give him that. So the Bible as a human mashup, Brown's novel insists the Bible isn't divine. It's a man-made mess of edits and revisions. Its claims were over 80 gospels floating around, but Constantine cherry-picked 4, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, burned the rest because they made Jesus too human. No single
Really?
true Bible exists. It says just a bunch of versions cobbled together. What do you think about that?
That's garbage. This is a guy that just wanted to write some fiction because he doesn't want to follow the teachings of Christ, or he doesn't believe in the Bible. He must have had a traumatic childhood. Something got him off course, and he wants to mock the very core of Christianity, which is
Death and
Jesus
resurrection of
dying. He predicted his death. He predicted he was going to rise again, and he actually did it.
Yeah.
So he wants to crush that narrative
What
for
if,
some reason.
What if, let's just do a what if trail. What if Jesus did get married to Mary Magdalene in secret, and because he knew that he was going to be murdered and die for our sins, why would that be? Just because it's not in the Bible doesn't mean, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm not saying that he didn't, but it doesn't say did, but it doesn't specifically or explicitly say that he didn't.
Didn't what? What did you say?
Didn't get married.
Oh.
Didn't have, or does it? I don't remember any one scripture saying.
I would think
saying one way or the other.
I would have to push back and say that conclusively he didn't, because it didn't say he did.
Oh. So lack of evidence is evidence in the negative?
Yes. I mean, why wouldn't, if he actually did, when he rose up and was eating fish on the shore, why wouldn't she be with him married? Here's my wife, guys, by the way.
Now, okay, let me put it this way. I walk into a customer's house as a plumber, and
Gross.
yeah, gross. And I go across some white carpet that has some stains on it. Later, okay, I didn't take pictures of those stains because they were there, right?
Yeah.
Later, a customer calls my office and say, "Hey, he stained my carpet. This has happened before." Or, "Hey, he scratched my floor. Hey, this cabinet has a ding on it."
XYZ.
Yeah, XYZ. And I didn't take pictures of that pre-job.
Right.
Does that mean I stain the floor?
Well,
That's lack of evidence.
I don't know.
Lack of evidence in the negative that I didn't do it doesn't prove that I did it, right? It just takes out.
Well, it's hearsay.
It's hearsay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but that's a little different in the biblical sense, because you have 4 gospels from 4 different writers. So that would, the difference would be like for yours is that you go in and there's stains on the floor, but you don't take a photo. But then 4 other people go in there and they can uplift that you didn't stain the carpet because there's 4 different accounts of the same thing.
Maybe.
Essentially.
Or maybe they just didn't mention it.
Also,
Because it didn't have to do with the narrative being like.
maybe.
John himself said that if everything that Jesus did was written down, there wouldn't be enough paper. Drain.
That's what he said.
Yeah, it's hyperbole, obviously, but like the oceans would drain the ink out of the oceans or whatever.
Yeah, he said I couldn't write everything
He
down.
said
Yeah, but
you couldn't squeeze an octopus and get enough ink to.
He said that? Oh, that's your translation.
No,
That makes sense, though.
Yeah, if all the oceans were ink and all the trees pens, there wouldn't be enough, and the sky was the parchment, there wouldn't be enough.
Wow. Very poetic there.
Yeah, well, it's hyperbole. But
Yeah, I mean it's a very interesting. I mean, I could see as a person that would eat this up. I know because it is what Brown did is he tied together fact, fiction, like.
What facts did he tie together?
Well, Jesus was a real person.
Mm-hmm.
He lived.
That's
There was
about where it
disciples.
diverged from the truth.
Well, I mean, it follows closely. I mean, like it mentions further on down my notes, like he ties it to a lot of the gospel teachings.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of Christians out there that think that these not gospel writings, but the Gnostic writings should have been part of the Bible.
Okay.
And it's like if you don't actually study history and study where these things came from, it would be pretty easy for someone to be like, "Oh, it's the Gospel of Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene must have wrote this."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we can get to that when we come back.
Yeah,
from
we'll
break.
take a break and we'll come back and we'll talk about the Gnostics. Because we've covered that before, but I just want to delve into it a little more.
Well, how it ties specifically to the book.
Sure. We'll be right back. Get it, Joey. Get it. Come on.
Welcome in, baby.
I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that. Cheers.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Welcome back to the episode. We're talking about the DaVinci Code. The code that DaVinci obviously was trying to put down in his paintings. And then, of course, we got Dan Brown that came up with this ridiculous book.
Yeah.
But there's some non-biblical sources that the book leans on. I think Joey told us something about some gnomes or Gnostics. What'd you say?
And just other biblical. So we'll get to the Gnostic stuff in just a second.
I love a good Gnostic.
But like I said, the Browns novel insists that the Bible isn't divine. It's a man-made mess of edits and revisions. It claims there were over 80 gospels floating around.
What?
Yep. But he, like I said earlier, cherry-picked 4 of them. So some other biblical twists. The book throws in some wild ones. The original sin, Eve and the apple, was cooked up just to put women down.
Oh, of course.
The Sabbath got moved to Sunday to vibe with pagan sun worship.
Oh.
God's name, Yahweh, comes from a male-female mashup of Jah and Hava. Eve's pre-fall name. It misquotes John 38:11. It says Noah was an albino from the apocryphal book of Enoch, and paints Joseph of Arimathea as Jesus' uncle, collecting his blood as the Grail.
Oh, okay.
So,
what do you think about that? The Sabbath.
Well, the Sabbath. What do you
that
mean?
claim? We moved it to Sunday.
Friday.
Moved to Sunday.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I've heard that before. I haven't really looked into it.
Yeah, I mean, we all
God.
can see that. The Hebrew Sabbath was on Saturday. It was sunset at Friday, and then all the way till sunset Saturday, which is kind of odd. I don't understand why they did the sunset thing.
Yeah,
the start of the day. Is that kind of weird though?
At the end of the day.
Yeah, the end of the day. This is the beginning of but we're going to bed.
I guess when the sun goes down, that's the start of the next one.
Shalom, Shabbat.
So maybe it was because the world began in darkness, and so does a day.
Oh, you got something there.
It might be honest.
That's pretty good right there.
But what's the real deal? So here's where historians roll their eyes. Early Christians were all about Jesus' divinity from the get-go. John's gospel or Paul's letters like Philippians 2:6 through 11. No evidence at all for a wife or kid. Celibacy was a big no for Jewish prophets. The resurrection was a core belief by the first century, 1 Corinthians 15. The canon pretty much set by the 2nd century, way before Constantine, like I already said. Who didn't mess with it? Scholars like Bart Ehrman call this stuff conspiracy nonsense, saying Brown's mixing fiction with a sprinkle of fact to sell books.
Okay, let me. You said something that you said. What'd you say about prophets had to be celibate?
Yeah.
Is that like Hebrew biblical?
Let's look it up.
You know what I'm saying? Because you rose the question like, what's the big deal? What if he did that?
Celibacy was a big no for Jewish prophets.
Okay, so if Jesus was a prophet in the sense of then that's why he wouldn't have. Mm-hmm. That kind of answers your question.
There you go.
I didn't know that. I didn't know they had to be celibate.
No, it said celibacy was a no.
You didn't have to be celibate.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. For some reason, I thought it was like you can't marry and you can't, have those type of situations.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you meant.
No, he's saying no, it doesn't.
So I wonder what kind of prophet or rules are there, because he would have followed whatever the Hebrew rules were when he came on the scene. I wonder. I need to look that up.
I am looking it up right now.
Talk amongst yourselves. So Curtis, in
ancient Israel, I already got it. There was no explicit prohibition in the Hebrew Bible, the Tanakh, or the Jewish law that required prophets to marry or forbade them from being celibate.
Okay.
However, cultural and religious norms generally emphasize marriage and procreation as important aspects of Jewish life. Based on the commandments like be fruitful, multiply. While these norms applied to the broader community, including priests and other religious figures, they were not necessarily binding on prophets in a strict legal sense. Yeah. Jeremiah was commanded by God to not marry or to have children. Isaiah was married and had children.
Oh.
Hosea was
my
instructed to marry a woman of questionable
Oh,
character.
yeah, there you go, Hosea. Yeah, he had to marry a prostitute.
Oh, yeah, Hosea, that was messed up.
Yeah, he kept having to go buy her out of prostitution. Yeah.
These examples suggest that the prophet's marital status was often tied to their specific divine mission rather than a universal rule. So, if Jesus was called to celibacy, then there you go. Interesting. Billy, what were you looking up?
Well, I just looked on gotquestions.org, and I just said, I asked the question, why didn't Jesus marry? And he said, since he was the ideal and model man, it's easy to wonder why he didn't get married and father children during his earthly life as a hardworking carpenter. He had good character and he had personality. Why didn't he get married? And it says no scripture directly answers the question of why. But it does say Jesus did not marry because he had limited time on earth. His strenuous travel and demanding workload would have prevented him from rightly fulfilling the roles of a husband and a father. That kind of makes sense. You kind of think about...
Yeah, but
go to Corinthians.
Later, Peter was an apostle.
And he was married. I'm pretty
reason
sure
we
it was
know
tough
he
on his
married
marriage.
because it said something about his mother-in-law.
Well, yeah, his mother-in-law got sick.
So...
Oh, there, 1 Corinthians. I want you to be free from anxieties. The unmarried man is anxious about the things of the Lord and how to please the Lord. Okay, amen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Peter was definitely married because I wonder if that put a strain on his relationship.
probably.
Hitting the road.
Well, and even one of the evidences in Scripture for him not being married was when he was talking about a married man has the cares of the world and the needs of his family to put before the needs of his, essentially his ministry and being able to, so if Jesus was a model man, it would stand to reason through logic that he did not get married so that he could focus on his ministry, especially once he
only had 3
like when he
years.
was 13, they went to Jerusalem and he got lost and they found him in the temple, speaking with all the men in the temple, and they were
amazed.
They were amazed, and so he knew who he was, at least by 13. And he said, "Don't you know I needed to be in my Father's house?" So if he knew who he was at 13, maybe before that, then you would think that, like, if he had all this wisdom, knowing that, hey, I'm going to the cross, I'm going to give my life for this for humanity.
He knew that would probably be a distraction.
Yeah, it would be a distraction. And if he is the one saying a person of God who doesn't marry can focus on things of God, a person who's married has cares of this world on him. It's not wrong to get married, but it's
you just got to be prepared for that extra.
Yeah, so logically it would say, like, if Jesus not taught against marriage, but taught against about that, then he would be kind of going against his own thing, because he would getting married as Jesus would be a split between his ministry with God and
his duties
and his his marital
rabbinical duties.
Yeah, duties.
Have y'all got duties?
Yeah.
Have y'all noticed every president has went over to the Wailing Wall and kissed it?
That's interesting.
I don't know. That just popped in my head. It's
What do you think that means?
allegiance. Anyway, I forgot about that.
That is an interesting thought.
Why are you over there doing that? Okay. He even got the yarmulke on.
Yarmulke?
Yeah. I don't even like yarmulkes.
Yeah, I don't. That's a whole nother topic there.
Anyway, yeah. Would you want to hit the Gnostics?
Yeah. So, the book loves the Gospel of Philip, quoting it to say, Mary Magdalene was Jesus' companion, with kisses that made the disciples jealous.
So Dan Brown loves that Gospel of Philip, even though it's not canon.
Yep. The Gospel of Mary gets a shout out for showing her as Jesus' top pick to lead with special teachings. Brown calls the Nag Hammadi text found in 1945 the earliest Christian records, claiming they reveal a human Jesus the church hid. The Gospel of Judas pops up as another rebel text challenging the official story.
That's just weird that somebody said that Judas has a gospel. Well, when did he write? Because he
Was
like
it
killed
Iscariot?
himself.
Was it Iscariot or was it? There's Judas Maccabeus. There was
Was there another disciple named Judas?
No, it was Judas Iscariot.
no, there was. There was.
It was.
Yeah. Who was the other one?
Look that up, Jamie.
Yeah,
He's
I'll look
got it.
up really
He's
quick.
looking it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Holy Blood,
Judas
Holy Grail.
Barabbas and Judas Iscariot. I think.
Are you serious?
hold on just a
Barabbas
second.
is the one they let go.
No, Barabbas was
Barabbas was a
Barsabbas.
thief.
his name was Joseph.
What?
Mm-hmm. Later to be called Barabbas
Are you serious? Barabbas, the thief, the guy they let go?
or Barnabas.
Barnabas.
Yeah.
No, the thief that they let go was Jesus Barabbas.
Jesus Barabbas?
Yeah,
His name was
I
Jesus?
think so. Yeah.
No, dude, you're
Bro, what's going
dude.
on?
What are you looking up, dude?
He's been reading the Gospel
He's
of
got
Philip.
Dan Brown
Hold
over
on,
there.
hold on.
No,
looking it up.
Barabbas. They had to let a
I had a
they had
hard
to
week.
let
Leave me alone.
they had to let a murderer go, convicted criminal.
Barnabas.
It wasn't It was Barabbas.
No, I know. Barnabas was the
Barnabas
disciple.
was I don't know.
No,
if
he was
the
not
He
disciple.
was with Paul. Paul and Barnabas.
We
Barnabas.
sound so stupid right now. We know what we're talking about, okay?
Oh, dude, I do know what I'm talking about. Hold on.
Barnabas
We're coming up with this.
was instrumental in planting churches.
Yeah, he
with
went
Paul. Yeah,
after Paul and the other homeboy got in a fight, they had to split up.
yeah.
Then he went with Barnabas,
Paul-
or maybe the other way around.
I think it
God,
was him
dude.
and Barnabas.
In the Bible, the name Judas,
here
the
we go.
Greek form of the Hebrew Judah, appears multiple times referring to several distinct individuals, mostly in the New Testament. The most infamous is Judas Iscariot, the
Yep.
disciple who betrayed Jesus. However, when people refer to the other Judas in Scripture, they would typically mean Judas Thaddeus, also called Jude or Judas, son of James. One of the 12 apostles who is explicitly distinguished from Iscariot in John 14:22. Judas, not Iscariot, said to him, this Judas is listed among the apostles in Luke 6:16 and Acts 1:13 as Judas, son of James, while Matthew 10:3 and Mark 3:18 refer to him as Thaddeus or Lebbaeus in some manuscripts to avoid confusion with the betrayer. Little else is known about him from canonical scripture. He is traditionally associated with the Epistle of Jude, though some debate that it's him or another Jude, and early church tradition holds that he was a missionary who was martyred. For completeness, here are all the individuals named Judas or Jude mentioned in the Bible based on comprehensive review of references. Judas Iscariot, so we know him. Judas Thaddeus, or Jude the Apostle, as described above. Judas, the brother of Jesus, one of Jesus' half-brothers or cousins, per some traditions listed in Matthew 13:55 and Mark 6:3, along with James, Joseph, and Simon. He is often identified as the author of the Epistle of Jude, where he calls himself Jude, a servant of Jesus Christ and brother of James. Judas,
you're
Judas of Galilee, a revolutionary leader
My
who led
goodness.
a revolt against Roman taxation around 6 AD. There's Judas Barsabbas, a prominent early Christian leader and prophet in Jerusalem, selected to deliver a letter from the apostles to Gentile believers. Judas of Damascus, a disciple of Damascus who hosted Saul, and Judah, or Judas in genealogies. In New Testament lists Matthew 1:2-3 and Luke 3:33. This refers back to the Old Testament patriarch Judah, son of Jacob, one of the 12 tribes founders, and it's the same name root, but not a New Testament figure. Okay.
Yeah, so Matthias replaced
Yeah, Matthias replaced Judas.
Judas. It says here, some Bible teachers view Matthias as an invalid apostle and believe that Paul was God's choice to replace Judas. What?
You know why?
Why?
Because in order to be an apostle,
You have to have seen the resurrected Christ.
yep,
Well, Paul did.
he did.
Wait, you're right. Did Matthias?
No, he never did.
He never did.
At least it's not listed.
Well, I mean, that doesn't really
He
matter.
might have seen the risen Christ.
Well, that's
he-
what I'm saying. If
he
you
might
saw
have
the
seen-
risen Christ, you're an apostle.
But he wasn't, because he showed up to 500 people. So at some point,
Oh, you're right.
they
They're
were-
all apostles.
he would have seen Jesus, because then he appears to the apostles, and that's when they eat fish. Was that all 12?
On the shore?
Yeah.
that was all 12.
I
Yeah,
think
that was
all
all
12 were
12,
there.
yeah. He came out
so
there and was
Matthias
Well, I think it
was
would have
there.
been 11 because I think Matthias was replaced in Acts, wasn't he?
Yeah, it
After
said,
Jesus'
see
ascension?
Acts 1:20 through 26.
I think he was replaced after Jesus' ascension.
So that was the gospel. Yeah, that you're right. You're right. Yeah. So he never saw him. So Matthias technically was not an apostle.
Yeah, and that doesn't really mean anything. I mean, you can be, you don't have to be an apostle, but to be a disciple. Because that just means.
Okay, yeah,
I'm a
I was right.
student.
Some scholars, so the reference is Matthew 27:15 through 26, Mark 15:6 through 15, and Luke 23:18 through 25, and as well as John 18:38 through 40. He is referred to as the robber or bandit, insurrectionist in some translations. He is the murderer who was released instead of Jesus. Some scholars debate on the historicity of the Passover pardon custom itself, as is not clearly attested in other Roman or Jewish sources from the era, but Barabbas as a figure is consistently portrayed across his biblical texts. His full name in some ancient manuscripts is Jesus Barabbas, which means Jesus, son of the Father, Bar Abba,
Jesus Barabbas.
creating an ironic parallel with Jesus Christ in the narrative. No further details about Barabbas' life after his release are provided. So in Hebrew, or I think maybe even Aramaic, I don't know what it is in Aramaic, but the name Jesus actually comes from our Greek translation, Jesus. Jesus. But the same name in Hebrew is Joshua, basically, Yeshua.
Yeshua.
So a lot of people,
Yeshua.
it'd be like saying Josh. I mean, it's our Joshua.
Joshua.
And so the reason we say Jesus and not Joshua or whatever is because of Jesus being the Greek translation, and it's a what do they call it? A bastardization of, like, when you take something and you make it into your language, that's a bastardizing some other language.
Really?
And transliteration, when you're just directly translating the sound of it, it's Jesus out of the Greek, not
Kind of like
Yeshua.
what that guy was doing over in Homeboy Land. The the guy, yeah, to the gypsies, because they didn't have
Romas.
They didn't have a.
They didn't have a.
language.
Yeah, they didn't have any written
So
language.
he was just using the sounds of.
the sounds of it,
Yeah.
and then you write down the sound. Yeah, so
So that's what they
and
did.
actually, you can't see it, but I have the Greek letters Jesus written on my arm. Jesus Christos.
Jesus Christos.
But you can't really read it anymore. It's an old tattoo. So
That is pretty cool. I didn't know you had that. And with the fishy.
with the yep, I got the ichthus.
Yeah.
You know what ichthus stands for?
It means ichthus.
Yeah, but
After,
it's IX. Okay, the Greek. It's Jesus Christos, and then Thus is the Son of God, basically.
That's pretty sweet.
Zeus.
So
Oh
Dan Brown, you guys think he was onto something?
no, he actually made sequels too, Angels and Demons.
He was a crackpot.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that, both movies?
Well,
I didn't see Angels and Demons. I kind of dropped it after he was like, Jesus was a liar. And I was like,
oh, and you know the
it's
whole
so
the whole
sacrilegious.
premise of the movie, and I guess it was based, entirely on the book, was they were trying to protect this one female.
Yeah.
That-
She was the bloodline.
Yeah, she was the bloodline of Christ, and they were like, and they didn't want it to get out because it would ruin the Christianity as we know it.
Yeah.
What if you were lied to all these years
Yeah.
and Jesus didn't raise from the dead?
Yeah.
Your entire foundation is broke.
The bloodline.
well, Paul talks
Yeah.
about that too in Scripture. He says that if Christ is not risen, then we are most pitied. And like, then why are we dying? Why are we, if we're lied to, if this is not true, then yeah, you should feel bad for us.
Well, and the book just breaks down to anyone who can really look at it critically. You have 12 people that went and died for seeing
Horrific deaths, yeah.
horrific deaths,
Based on a lie.
based on a lie that they would have known. It just doesn't make any
Yeah,
sense.
have you seen the Babylon Bees take on that? They did an entire skit of where they're like sitting around a fire after Jesus is risen, and they're like, "Okay, guys, listen. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make it up.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it up that Jesus rose from the dead, and what's gonna happen is they're probably gonna kill us."
Yeah.
And they were all excited about it. And one guy was like, "Wait a minute, we're gonna die for lying about this, and it was really funny. Yeah,
Well,
why would you sit around and make that up?
I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. Like yeah. I mean, any argument. I mean, obviously with anything there, especially things that are thousands of years ago, anything could be questioned. But like to anybody who even looks remotely into Christianity, it's hard to disprove what happened.
Well, I mean, you're right. I mean, you have so many historical documents and text outside of the Bible that prove that Jesus was a historical figure that walked in first century Galilee.
Yeah.
I mean, these are historical documents, and people still they deny it because they want to do what they want to do. They're rebellious.
Yeah.
People are rebellious toward God. That's the bottom line right there. So they don't want to accept it because they have to give up something. They have to surrender their life, and they want what they want on this planet, which people love sin.
Yeah.
And they don't know. They don't want to call it that, but that's what it is.
Yeah. And to pivot real quick, I think obviously Jesus died. He rose again 3 days later and
ascended to the Father.
But
and is reigning.
People need to stop. Like, I think what's the problem with the Dan Brown book, or really on the rabbit hole we talked about Gnosticism, and people are still doing it nowadays, where it's like, it's almost like the snake in like the original sin. Well, no, not that part. Not that part.
Okay.
As much as I want to.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
The original sin.
But it's the thought process that God hasn't revealed enough to us, and that we need to dig deeper, and that there's all this hidden knowledge that
I don't understand.
Yeah, and there's these things. It's like, oh, well, there's this Gospel of Philip, and I need to read this now. And it's like, I mean, I literally just talked to someone like 2 days ago. Well, it would have been a while ago now, but talking about how all this information is being kept from us, and it's like, no, man, like our Bible has been the Bible since the beginning, since Jesus has walked the earth. Yeah. In 33 AD, he died, rose again. 5-6 years later, Paul's writings started going out to the churches. 20 years later, the Gospel of Mark was written. And it's like, we have all of that, all of it, every bit of it. And then we've had it through all of
and it was preserved.
All of time till now. And then they started writing these other books and trying to fit it in, and Gnosticism, they did what Dan Brown did back in the day. They started tying all this weird stuff.
Yeah, see, there's this extra stuff you didn't know about.
Yeah, and I almost guarantee you 500 years from now, they may look at Dan Brown's book, and it's going to be on par with probably the Gnostic books of the time. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this talks about Jesus and blah, 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 blah. You know? But just, that's why we tell people all the time, it's like, read your Bible. Like, our Bible is complete. It says in the end of Revelation that you cannot add to this, you know?
Yeah.
Right there at the end. It's like, we have a complete and total Bible, and you don't need to really... There's enough to decipher there without trying to figure out all these other little hidden things. You know what I mean?
It's like almost a lot of people will use this as an excuse to discredit the portion of the Bible that you say is complete.
Yeah.
See, there's this other stuff.
Yeah.
That's why, see, your stuff's shaky.
Yeah.
And I can't believe that because, I don't know.
Yeah, I think the only ones that is questionable is the Book of Enoch. And some Bibles have it. The Ethiopian church have the Book of Enoch in there, but that's not even what we're talking about here. Well, these are things that they found in 1945 that were written hundreds of years after the Bible was already complete, essentially.
Yeah, I think tons of people like Dan Brown, whoever wrote The Last Temptation of Christ, people will just come up with these these fantasies or these other alternative ways because they want to discredit the Christian message. They want to discredit the gospel.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line right there.
Or they're just trying to spring a spicy story, you know?
Yeah.
Because it is interesting. It obviously piqued my fancy to like what is this guy talking about? And he does a phenomenal job of tying, like I said, historical fact with fiction. Like John in the painting looks like a girl. He totally does.
I don't know. The one I pulled up, I don't know.
He looks like a girl.
I didn't know that was real, but that's not John.
It doesn't look like John.
Look, Leonardo got it wrong. That's the bottom line.
He might have been gay.
Leonardo da Vinci got the painting wrong. I don't know where he came up with that. He's doing the same thing Dan Brown's doing.
Yeah.
I'm making up this interpretation of the Last Supper.
Yeah.
And it's not real. It's not accurate.
Yeah. And he could have been doing that too, because he was a smart
You know what I'm
guy,
saying?
dude. He might have been connecting all these dots that weren't there too.
Right.
You know? I think it is possible that there may be a Da Vinci Code.
I mean,
It's just wrong.
yeah, I think he just made up stuff in that painting. I swear to you,
You've never noticed that?
I've never noticed. I've never looked that close at that painting before.
Yeah.
I just kind of see it from afar and go, oh, there's the 12 disciples. But when I looked close, I'm like, well, that's a chick in there.
That's a girl,
That's
man.
not even real. Who is?
What do? Some people's
Well,
kids.
here's what you do. You just got to trust in Jesus alone.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you got to do.
That's what you got to do.
Here's another interesting thing. Islam, the book of Quran was written 600 years after Jesus walked the earth,
Yeah.
and they deny that Jesus existed.
No, that's not true.
No, I'm sorry. They deny that
His
Jesus
deity.
was dead.
Oh, yes.
They believe that God just took him.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you just denied tons of historical facts that
Yeah.
are outside of the Bible. So what are you doing, bro?
Well, I mean, that's a whole nother topic too. Like even the Quran, they say that the Quran's been uncorruptible because there's only one Quran and we have like hundreds of different.
Right. There's been tons of rewritten
Yeah.
behind what Muhammad said. They just they changed things.
Well, it's a historical fact actually that they had so many different like Qurans that none of them were lining up, that a guy literally burnt every single other one till
So
where there
this
was only
one would be right.
till one was left.
I'll show you.
Yeah, and that's the Quran now. That's been proven historically.
Yeah.
You can't do that with the Bible.
No, you can't, because we have the actual manuscripts,
Yeah.
the manuscripts that were written. Well, this is the Da Vinci Code. Hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you look at the painting of the Last Supper, and that dude's a chick. That's not John.
Yeah.
I'm staying. That's where I'm staying right
Do
there.
you think Da Vinci actually believed this?
Yeah.
You think Da Vinci was
I
actually
think he wrote
hiding stuff?
I think he painted a picture and put a chick in there
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't at the last. You know what? I don't know. Maybe she was.
Maybe.
I have to go back and read. I'm going to go back and read the Last Supper and see if it was all the 12.
It was all the 12. Mary was not listed.
Okay.
But sometimes I think, I don't know. We'll have to look into that. It'd be another episode, dude.
Yeah, maybe so. Hey, if you're on Spotify, make sure you give us a 5-star rating, click the notification bell, and also give us a follow. If you're on YouTube or Rumble, leave me a comment, share this episode so the algorithm will serve this up to other people. And always keep one fist in the goal, one foot in the gutter, and always get to the bottom of that. Tune in next week. You might hear Joey say this. Dan Brown's gay.
Yeah, Dan Brown's good.